Welcome back, guys, to the Innsmouth Gazette, the Gazette for all things weird and arcane. Last time we left off, we were playing Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, and we played as this buxom Cambodian girl, apparently, not Aztec. And then, yeah, we've been entrusted with some heart thing, and now apparently we are in a world of shit. Just having a look at this great elder thing here. Alright, now, as I can understand in the storyline, that guy that we previously played as, the Roman soldier, Pius Augustus. Oh, we can sneak. Pius Augustus. Oops. Yeah, he is doing his own thing. He's against us. And we are, yeah, I'm still figuring out the storyline, to be honest, guys. A statue of a human female bears witness to the monstrosity that fills the room. The porous stone of its body is covered with the effluvial slime. Okay, that Mantorok has accreted over the years. So Mantorok is this bastard here in the center. It gives a sort of a Resident Evil vibe, doesn't it? All the eyes, you know, every time there's a mutation. We don't seem to be too bothered by it, though. A door of formidable size seals the vault. A stylized design resembling the creature that dwells within the room is carved into the stone. Alright, we cannot open that yet. But we did gain a lever. So that one we will be looking at. Look at this creature. Okay, so let's do the design. Is it something Lovecraft approved? Well, if we look at the Dunwich horror. Dunwich? I always say Dunwich, but I've heard people say Dunwich. The brother of Wilbur Whatley, the unnamed brother, which was more like his father, as the story says, father being Yog-Sothoth, was covered with eyes as well. I also get some Thing vibes from the film, Thing. Same, oops, stop blowing the darts. Same quote there about looking at this monstrosity. So it's been living here for years and years and eons. Quite horrific. Anyway, I don't seem to be quite fazed by this discovery of this creature. My character. Like my sanity, if you see at the top, that green bubbly bar. Yeah, that's my sanity meter. And it seems to be unfazed by discovering this thing. Whereas I face up against some humanoid mummy. Although, yeah. Look there, you see my sanity has gone down. I face against a monstrous thing and nothing. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah. Oh, look, they fight each other, it seems. Okay. Someone suggested that I don't restore my sanity if the option avails itself, because that will make for more interesting gameplay. But the thing is that you gotta finish these guys off, otherwise they just get up again, you know? Ah, break free, break free! Oh my god! You know, if I don't finish them off, they just get up again, and it's gonna be going on and on and on. But I do agree that screwing around with my sanity would lead to more interesting gameplay. Unfortunately, I don't want to be playing with these guys all day, so gotta finish them off. Now, we have... Oh, my health is a bit down. I got this thing, I guess. But it's not significantly down, so I'll save it. The metal staff is going to go into... it's going to go into something. I need to just find the door. Oh, examine... No, we examined that before. I just need to find the the place to put it. So I came out there, so let's just go out this way. Oh no, it was this one. I already came there. You know, in real life, I never get lost. In games, I think it's because I don't pay enough attention. I'm just like always wanting the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. But I know this is the right way to go. In this case, oops. Dump. Ah! Jesus Christ. Oh, shit! Oh! Oh! Jesus. How's everything okay, yeah, now it's time to use it. Use. That's better. No. These also should be also getting chopped, right? Oh my god. Ah! Just run. Oh my god. I am getting wrecked here. No. What I recently purchased was Elder Sign's Omen. Now, I don't know how many of... Oh! Jesus Christ. Just... I recently purchased that one from Madrid. I got the Spanish version, so I have to force myself to practice Spanish in order to play it. But what I was trying to make a point about was how great this atmosphere is in these games, that it doesn't take the mythos too seriously, you know? And that's, I mean, okay, if Lovecraft wrote this, oh god. Well, I can fight and talk, I think. If Lovecraft wrote a story where you had to fight these guys, he would make it that the protagonist would faint or some shit. Oh my god, there's quite a lot of these guys, huh? See, that's where we need to use our lever, so let me just wreck these guys and talk. He would write these stories that their character would just faint. In these games, right? In the games, they're a lot more fun in that you can fight back a little bit. Now, I know you cannot fight against elder things or great old ones. You cannot fight. But you can fight against ghouls, cultists, zombies, that type of thing. And I think from gameplay point of view, that's very good. It allows you to explore the world a little bit more, you know? Because in Lovecraft stories, there's not a lot of world building, as it were. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. It's just that he never did that way because, well, the characters either just fainted or died, you know? So you never really got to examine Arlia or something. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Literally, it works. But in a game, and if you are of the mindset that it will be fun to explore the world, and the world of the mythos is very interesting as well. You know, you would like to explore a little bit more. And I think games like this one, and the Elder Signs, Arkham Horror, Eldritch Horror, all these things allow you to do that. And this is why I really love these games, because the mythos is really kind of fun. It's cozy, it's fun, I enjoy it, you know, being in... I know it's horror, but it's still fun horror, you know? Alright, let's see what happens now, lads. Alright. From a gameplay point of view, I don't know why that was necessary. Oh, now I have to backtrack here. I'm just gonna backtrack to that part. Okay, guys, hold on. Alright, we're back. Just had to cross there. From a design point, it would have made more sense if you had, like, of the game. Why do you have to backtrack there? But anyway, as I was saying about games, I really think that they are underutilized. Not underutilized, rather they can be seen as a good way to explore the mythos in ways that the literature cannot. You know, that's all I'm saying. If the game is done respectfully and well.
Fool! You should have run. Instead, you will die. Where is the essence of Mantarok? not ask again, child. Very well, then. You will succumb to the horrors of oblivion.
That sucked. Alright, we're back in the real world. My god. So it seems like these flashbacks all have ties to the greater narrative, obviously, but I don't think it's sort of like in Assassin's Creed where there's always some genetic lineage that is continuing the story. I mean, a girl from Cambodia and a Roman soldier, how can they be related? A small shrine of candles. Their placement appears to be very deliberate, corresponding to the etchings on the table and an illustration upon the wall. Some of the candles have been lit. Alright. Extinguish that one. And extinguish the middle one. Because look there, the picture above. Okay. And I got... With this correct sequence of candles being lit, a hidden panel opens. There's a message tube inside. Okay. Well, let's not dawdle. An antique leather-bound message tube, the kind used to transport sealed message scrolls. It appears to be unopened. There might be something inside. Should Alex open it? Yes! Find a chapter page entitled Suspicions of Conspiracy. Oh.
Your presence is long missed, my liege. I feel that my power is weakening from your absence.
Yes, your power flows from me. Without me, you are nothing.
My meditations reveal a flaw in our plan.
There is no flaw. Mantarok and the others move too slowly to counter our preparations. Once Mantarok is bound, its death will be prolonged for 1,000 years. Its fate will assure that the balance of power over the opposing ancients will remain in our favor. And with the Keeper nullified, my power grows stronger still.
And what of its essence?
Mantarok has employed others to defend it. It is of no matter, for the power I will wield upon my return will crush all that oppose me. Enough of this. What of this Charlemagne the Frank? Is he still a concern?
His undoing has been planned in intricate detail. Those most loyal to him will be instrumental in his death. Nothing short of a miracle will keep him alive. And there hasn't been one of those for a long time.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavors of mankind are mere puppetry at the hands of the ancients. Whenever a king vows reform, the ancients move quickly to stifle it. Under the auspices of Emperor Charlemagne the Frank, the new Holy Roman Empire was at the height of its power.
Hanc mit ad dominum,
et imperatorum nostrum, carolum magnum francum.
Deliver
non
this to our
decedent.
Lord and Emperor Charlemagne the Frank. No one but him must see it. They are words for his eyes only. At once.
What sorcery is this? A spell? I am bewitched. If this was meant for Charlemagne, then what will become of him? I have to warn him of this treachery.
So this is me. Okay. Some fruity French guy. After Anthony briefly describes his mission, the monk informs him that Charlemagne was last seen in audience with the bishop in the visiting chamber. Alright. Anthony's presence is questioned by the monks, feeling that he has trespassed upon sacred ground. The monk seems rather subdued, perhaps out of respect, or perhaps out of fear. Alright. What about this guy? Visibly disturbed with grief and despair, the monk sobs pitifully. He recounts that this is not the only death to have occurred recently, and wonders perhaps if the order has been punished for wavering in faith. Okay, he's deep in meditation, this dude though. The monk cordially greets Anthony. However, he brings grave news of the loss of one of his order, who fell from the tower to his death. His tone is guarded, leaving Anthony wondering if indeed this is the truth. Alright. And this guy, do I have to really talk to all of them? The monk informs Anthony that the order is awaiting the arrival of the bishop so that the funeral rites may begin. There is much grieving to do, since this is not the only recent death amongst the order. Alright. So I mean, that skeleton guy, right? Pius Augustus. If his whole plan is reliant on can get overthrown by me reading the scroll, that's not a very good plan, right? Anyway, okay, now this guy's up and about. Hey, buddy. Hey! No? Okay. Muffled voices emanate from inside the bishop's visiting chamber. However, the door's locked and Anthony will need the bishop's key to enter and gain an audience with Charlemagne. So who do I have to... I need that key. I'll go upstairs. Okay, so... What the hell? Jesus Christ. What is that screaming? Where the hell am I? Jesus. Look at the floor, man. Holy shit, man. Yeah, okay, I'll give this game points. This is highly fucked up. Examine. Cradled in what... Jesus, the screams. Cradled in what appears to be a leathery can... Oh, okay, this is technical. Yes, take it. The screaming, I cannot take it anymore. So I guess that was something. Oh, it was like a dream. Creeping around. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's an urn and it has the same symbols. what I was gonna say is like this Mantarok and these other ancient ones. They seem to be opposed or something. Like it's almost good versus evil. I'm hoping it's not that. Alright. Hey. Monks. I wonder what it was like to be a monk back in... I want that glowing thing. Give it to me. Okay. Ah, there he's gone, he's gone. Take it, take it. Anthony reaches out for the medallion, but the monk says that it is a venerable artifact required for his research and should not be touched. Take it anyway? Ah, alright. Be an asshole about it. Nothing of interest. A bewildering array of books and tomes sorted neatly on a set of shelves. Mostly books of a religious nature. They sit beneath a skein of dust as if no one has touched them. A skein of dust? I've never heard of that word before. Ah, okay. I have to find this key, guys. Maybe it's in the urn. Glazed with a rich cobalt blue shellac. Strange sigil on its side. Slips from the hand. Yeah, hits the floor. Oh shit, I just broke it. I thought... Oh, I found a rune. Okay. Runes are key to elements in creating spells. By collecting and combining runes in different ways, different spells can be created. Ah. I didn't know I could do spells. The spell list is an inventory of all the spells and... okay. Selecting this will allow the player to... Okay. Quick spell. Okay, Let me figure out this spell thing quick. I'll be back. Well, it seems like I don't have enough things to do spells, so... What can I say? Alright, these monks have been very irritating. Let's go down and try to get in. There's a new aspect to this game. Magic and spells. I always wondered about that. Magic in Lovecraft. You know, he was always against that sort of stuff. Don't punch them. Give it a key! Alright. He was always... Okay, yeah, at times he did have the use of magic in his stories. The case of Charles VI Ward featured it to some degree, I think. You always get people that say that magic is science that is not yet fully understood. I always thought that was bullshit. A funeral cost made for... Yes, open it.
Oh my god, what is
What
it?
happened? This devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most. This poor man has been the victim of great evil. Look how his body has been defiled, as if something has burst out from inside him. Here, take this for your protection. And find the bishop. He must be informed of this horrible discovery.
Now everyone sort of just leaves me here. They're like, you know, let's give it to the scrawny French dude. Yeah, I'll take care of business. Don't worry, guys. Leave all the eldritch evil to me and my glorified butter knife. I gotta find the key, but I cannot seem to go anywhere. Maybe I can threaten them. Oh no, wait, the monks are cowards, so they ran away, right? So if I go upstairs, maybe I can get that thing now. What? Now I can take it, surely. I have no confidence in myself here. Circle of power. Describe the amount of power that a spell will have. The more points within that circle, the stronger the spell will be. Okay. See, I cannot make a spell yet. Yeah. I cannot move these things around yet. I cannot make a quick spell. So, you know, we're gonna have to see about that. But, you cannot do anything, really. Anyway, guys, I don't think we should stop the video yet, but let me just try and find out what to do next. Hold on. I think I found a gateway here. Yes, let's move the book. Old school. The hidden things. Oh my god. Oh! Yeah. I'm not having much faith in myself to take it on. Oh, wow. My god, this guy, he goes in. I take it back. I take it all back. My guy is a berserker. Jeez, alright. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. See, now he's getting up because he's scared of me. Look at that. Just a few swipes and I'm done. Wow. Jesus. He like throws his sword into the body and then pulls it out. Oh, okay. Looks can be deceiving, lads. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming, buddy. How you doing? Grateful for his life, the monk tells Anthony what happened. He was carrying a sacred urn for the baptismal font when he was confronted by the bishop, who was brandishing a large blade and whose eyes burned with an evil fire. Frightened, the monk dropped the urn out of shock and ran. Returning to retrieve the urn, he found only the sword the bishop had left behind. With thanks, he gives Anthony the bishop's I get the sword. Two-edged sword. Very good. Let's see, boys, what we got here. Look at this one. This is the one. Yeah, boy. Monk ambles around nervously as if half expecting the... Okay. So I guess... oh wow, it's dark. Can I... Ah, it does work. Can I swing it? Yes. And if we examine the green urn... 1/3 of a broken urn. Why am I collecting these broken things? I think maybe I can use them eventually. Mix. Okay. And there's a second last piece here. I'm liking this I'm liking the crafting abilities here. It's very simple. Primitive, yes, but yeah. This is such a solid game. Jesus, really is underrated. Carved stone. Magical codex. Codex. Runes cannot be understood without a codex. Without a codex, runes in your possession will remain a mystery. Well, I cannot really do much yet with that regard. But let's not forget who I am. I am gonna jack this guy up. Oh my god! The enemy should have a sanity bar drop down when they confront me, man. Come on. I am really feeling strong in this scrawny guy here. Ah, what? Coming back for more. Ah, it's fading away. Okay, open the door. Look at my eyes, I've become like a Sith Lord or something. What should I be worried about? Ah, more! And finish. Examine. Another stone. I gotta figure out what the hell's up with this magic system. I really do need to find this out. Okay, let me just figure out this magical system and I'll come back to you. Still no idea what that magic is about, but yeah. Let's continue on. I tried to make a spell, but it doesn't seem to work. Maybe I need more components or something. Oh, they just burn with fire. That's easy. What else do we have here? Religious text of unspeakable nature, written in languages unutterable only by monsters or corrupt humans. Of course, a typical trope of Lovecraft, is it not? That maybe by finding out too much for us, things corrupt us, turn us into. Was Lovecraft a monstrous creature? No, not in that way, but finding out too much that you want to know about life, you know? You find out too much and then it twists you, makes you not a normie. Spells. Wow. This. Okay, now I got it. Alright guys, I seem to have gotten some magic abilities here. Let's see. No, spell list, I got enchant item. But also, if you press up, then you'll also be enchanting your weapon. But yeah, anyway, I guess you could see it from a real life point of view that if you find out too many things in life, like if you get too red pilled or something, then Gosh, there has to be a way to get through it. Yeah, you need to push the table onto it or something. Then, you know, you become unable to sort of fit in with reality, fit in with people around you, that type of thing. So it kind of makes sense. I see the metaphor going here. Alright, let me just try and figure out this one and then we'll progress. The only reason, guys, I'm cutting so often is because, you know, time is short and we're doing this for the storyline, not really the gameplay, you know. So yeah, I just want to do that and I'll get back to you as soon as I get past this door. Alright guys, check this out. So you have to basically use your magic, your one spell that you have, choose the broken thing, select it, and then... Alright. Okay, I did not know that. That took me a while to figure it out. But yeah, after some backtracking and such, that's what I came up with. So let's fill up the water. Let's fill up the next one. So far this game is really a solid game. It's a bit clunky in the way that some retro games are. It just goes to show that games back then really didn't hold in hand, you know. Okay, but now we can go. Oh my gosh. Very atmospheric though. Priest, speak!
So, you have come to return my book. Very well then. For your efforts, I promise a quick and merciful death.
You think so? How about I do this one to you?
Enter
Yeah, buddy. Here's your quick and merciful death. Look at me go there. Look at me. Why must I be scared of anything here? I'm a demon here. Okay, I shouldn't be laughing. This is a serious thing. But I mean, it's kind of funny how badass I am as a character. Huh? I mean, look at me. Anyway, it makes me amused, so that's all that counts. Alright, let's switch back to our lantern. I have a look around here. What have we got over here? A shrine to a god that bespeaks of an ancient evil that graced the earth before mankind walked its valleys. That's old school Lovecraft, yeah. That's the key to getting to talk to the guy, right? Charlemagne. Alright guys, we have to just backtrack to get to that part. Probably nothing's gonna happen until then. So yeah, I'm just gonna backtrack to that place and then we'll go in. So I'll see you there because, yeah, surely... Oh, something's happening. Look at me, I'm getting more twisted and evil. Oh! Burn, baby, burn. What do I have to be scared? Look at what's happening to me, man. I'm turning into a character from Tim Burton. Maybe that's what's supposed to happen, is I become the monster. Oh, what is this? What fresh hell is... Oh. You don't look scary. Come here, man. I'll jack you up. What? The Trapper dimension sprawls in every direction. Whilst in this place magic cannot be cast and humans are subjected to odd phenomena. Portals cycle from color to color as time progresses. Only the quick will escape. Escape. Someone roasted me once for saying escape. Alright. I have to get in the purple one. Alright, I can see the logic here. It's changing colors. If we go to the wrong one, the purple one on the top, just above my head, you see right there the glowing light, that must be the one. So, purple, I'm gonna run for it. I'm ready, ready, ready. No, no. Purple, purple, purple. Come on, baby. Alright, that seems fine. Alright, not the purple one I wanted, but this one does something. What is that glowing thing over there? This does nothing for me, right? I'm back where I was. Weird. Trappers have no... Okay, so... Yeah. So it's like the lickers from Resident Evil 2. So you gotta creep, 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 creep. Yeah, don't mind me, guys. Don't mind me, you little shit. I knew it. Burn, baby! Huh?
This isn't really happening!
What's happened? Is my sanity gone? Oh, Jesus, my sanity is in the toilet there. Jesus. You know what? I'm gonna have to switch back to the sword, I think, because... Oh, okay, that's very dark, but... If I use the sword, I can finish them and re-establish some sanity in myself. Oh, but now it's very dark. Look at me, I'm like the goddamn ghoul from The Outsider. Oh my god. My health is sort of fine. Why am I so messed up? I'm becoming the monster. That is also quite... Yeah. Lovecraft in the end, isn't it? Look at me, I'm so twisted and perverse. I'd be afraid of me. What? Oh my god! What the hell is that thing? Oh shit! Yeah, I suggest you run into this... Oh, it's barriered. Alright, I'll just sort of... I'll just... Oh my god, okay. I don't like my chances, lads. My health is alright. But my sanity's in the toilet. Ah, my god. I think I'm gonna actually die. I died. God, how am I supposed to survive this thing? What the hell? How did I kill it so? My health came back. I'm confused, but in a good way. It's like, because you want to know what the hell's happening.
My dear Alex, I will always be at your side. There are times when insanity takes hold, and nothing seems right. During those times, I will help you. Fear not, for I will keep the darkness away.
This isn't really happening!
Yeah, I'll re-establish some sanity this way. I don't seem to re-establish any sanity by killing these things. Previously I did, but... Well, let's go into this door. What fresh hell awaits us now?
You are a fool for trying to save him, Anthony. His fate was decided many centuries ago, as is the fate of this world. Despite your faith, there is little to save you from the power of Chitauri.
What? Well, what?